Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to find the best and cheapest airfare to India. Now I say best first because sometimes cheapest isn't always the best option when it comes to flights. In the last video series to South Korea, I showed you that, and this is kind of a one-off example, this isn't going to be like this all the time, but if you were to spend an extra $10, you would save yourself a 10-hour layover. Would you spend $10 extra to not spend 10 hours in an airport? Probably. So yeah, I'm going to be using the resources that I always use, Google Flights and maybe ITA Matrix. I've been having some weird results with them lately. And then I'll show you exactly how to use those to find the best flights. But first off, a couple of things. When you're flying into a country where you need a visa ahead of time, when you land, sometimes immigration will ask you for a couple of things. The first being proof of onward travel. Now, if you get a round trip ticket, that's your proof of onward travel. I'm going to be talking about this in a separate video, shortly here. But essentially, proof of onward travel is just, round trip ticket shows that you're leaving the country. If you get a one-way ticket, you're going to have to show them that you plan on leaving the country in the future. So either a plane ticket out of the country, a bus ticket, a train ticket, a ferry, any of that'll work. And you just have to show them. You don't even have to go. This is way off topic. We'll do another separate video about this. But yeah, that's one thing you need to keep in mind. And also, proof of funds. Proof of funds basically just means you'll be asked to show them like an itinerary for a hotel or a credit card perhaps. And you might never run into this in your travels. You can ask people this and they'll be like, well, yeah, like I've never had an immigration officer ask me for any of that stuff. But what if you do? What if you get, an immigration officer who's having a bad day and just feels like grilling you? If you don't have that stuff, you're going to be in a world of hurt. You might not be able to enter the country. You might get sent home, all sorts of stuff. So you should always be prepared for immigration to ask that kind of stuff. There's even a couple of airlines who won't even let you on the plane if you don't have proof of onward travel. But yeah, completely off topic. I'll do a separate video about that. I think I got something special planned for that. But yeah, let's look at Google Flights.
So here is where you input the city you will be flying out of. Remember to select the All Airports option. Some cities have more than one airport. You don't want to limit yourself. Here's where you input where you want to fly to. I put India so I can look at all of the different options. I've talked about this before. The time for cheapest flights is about 10 to 3 weeks before you want to fly, with the sweet spot being around 5 to 6 weeks out. I selected 2 weeks in June as our example. In the last series, you saw that what can happen if you limit your stops, so don't touch this option. 2 short stops is better than 1 long stop. Here's what we get. New Delhi is the capital. It's where the Taj Mahal is. Jaipur is where Great Pink Fortress is. Goa has lovely beaches, and Mumbai has Bollywood and great shopping, and plenty of stuff to do. I chose Mumbai as our example. Here's the prices we get. It's $783 to Mumbai. But here, for $16 more, we have a flight that is 4 hours shorter, with 1 layover, and it's on Virgin Atlantic, which is one of the better airlines out there. So, would you spend $16 more for a better flight? See, cheapest isn't always the best option. For our return flight, we've got 2 options for $800, a 21-hour flight or a 34-hour flight. It's really up to you. Simple as that. Now, real quick, in the last video I talked about the e-visa process. Under port of arrival, you would select the airport you fly into. In our case, that would be Mumbai. So in ITA Matrix, remember to put in the same information, departing city, put all airports, then choose the city you are flying to, Mumbai with this example. You can either search for exact dates if you're not flexible, or see a calendar of lowest fares if you are. I chose the same dates with a window of 12 to 15 days. Let's see what we get. Looks like we get close to the same prices as Google Flights. Remember, you cannot book through ITA Matrix. So you'll either have to take the information you find and plug it into Google Flights, or the airline to book it. It may be easier to stick with Google Flights for now till you get the hang of ITA Matrix. And honestly, just find a price you're comfortable with paying. As soon as it hits that, go ahead and book your flights. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about how to find the best options for lodging when you travel to India. See you in the next video, guys.